is a great American story. How a philanthropist with a good heart met another guy who had a good heart. He was white, he was black, they liked each other, and they were able to come up with something meaningful.
It's a remarkable coming together of two people from very different backgrounds, finding common cause in the idea of opportunity.
I thought this documentary did a great job of hammering home the importance of education for people and the importance of good education and equal education for everybody. Just showing how many incredibly brilliant people came out of these schools, people who without an education may not have realized their potential. So, and hearing from all of the people that spoke in this documentary was really eye-opening, because a lot of them would mention a parent or a grandma who came out of these schools. And, realizing that without them having gone to these schools, the people talking to us in this documentary may not be doing what they're doing today. And I think that is really amazing, just to see how much these schools provided a foundation for success for people and for families and for generations to come, most likely. So that was really amazing to sort of realize with this documentary, and seeing Booker T. Washington and Rosenwald working together in a time when Jewish people and African American people generally did not interact, and seeing them come together for something so important was really cool as well.
I thought it was very educational / informative. Really nice old black and white footage, great pictures that were being shown throughout. I really liked the length of this in the title and the placement of everything. I thought everything was really well put together, great production value. I just love that this is an example of two people from very different backgrounds coming together to create something good. This is just a really awesome example of the good that can, like, creating this black school system and having the gardens and just taking the time to really make something great together, even when you don't feel like you might have much common ground other than the fact that you're human, but isn't that all that it takes?
I loved how the filmmakers chose to add in all of the old black and white footage and everything. I thought that was really cool. The interviews were sensational. They were absolutely great. The lighting and the cinematography and the way that they decided to edit this, all of that was spot on. And the music was just perfect. It was subtle enough that it was there and you noticed it, but it didn't take away from the importance of the film. And this film was really important. I feel like this is the epitome of what community is about.
Really showed something that we're not taught about in history at all. We knew African Americans were being held back before the Civil Rights Movement. We knew a lot of this, and really this story is one that shows what can happen. It's one where two good men come together and help improve the quality of life for a community. I hope if they ever do get this museum that this video is shown in it. Minus the end where they said help them raise the funds, but take that out and then put it in as an educational piece into the museum. Because it really tells you the history, which is sometimes the museums show, but a visual element like this really would bring everything together.
Is about breaking the cycle of the systematic oppression of people of color, not erasing the past, but also not repeating it. There's this unlikely union between two opposing sides of individuals. I find it interesting that Julius Rosewald, a white man, is that of German and Jewish descent, two opposing races, and he wants to aid the black community. Then there is Booker T. Washington, a black man, and behold, a philanthropist and a salesman come together to create a school for black people to help segregation, anti-Semitism in the South. It makes you appreciate and all the efforts and dedication the two created for a unified, peaceful world. A lot of effort was put into the creation of those schools. The message is for us to acknowledge the sacrifice the older generations have made to ensure that the younger generation goes to school and has it better than they do.
I think this was really informational. I think it was really inspiring and kind of unifying, and something that that I think a lot of people should see. I think this is a really informative, a really great piece. It was really beautiful. I enjoyed it a lot, very informational.